Hey everybody, it's July 1st. It's the first day of Camp NaNoWriMo. I'm tired and I'm better from my migraine. I don't look it, but I'm getting better. So I'm taking it easy this camp. But I did decide, over the course of this past week and the weekend, talking to other people, watching their camp videos, what I was going to do. I didn't want to completely give up on my current whip, my psychic's whip. That is a monster. It's super long. It takes a lot of effort from me though, so I just knew that my self-imposed deadlines were not working and I wanted to have it finished, and I still have a lot of work to do on it, and I feel like rushing is maybe making me burn out a lot faster than I normally would on it, and I want to kind of avoid that. So in order to take this camp easier, I'm going to work on a novella that I had been thinking about probably since last year. It takes place in the same world, and it involves some characters that get introduced into my Psychic's Whip series later on. So I think it'll be fun and a nice introduction, and I intended it to be short, so I hope it'll be good. So far, I haven't done anything today. My plans have been, I made a Spotify account so I can listen to music and make playlists. I've never done that before, so that'll be something new to play around with this camp. That's how easy I'm taking it. I'm gonna give myself some time to make playlists. Or at least attempt to. I installed Scrivener. I haven't opened it, but I installed it. I registered it. It's part of the process, all right? Okay. I started a Pinterest board for the novella, which I am calling my Soul Mark Whip. Soul Mark Whip. Yes, I don't know. Titles are tough. Hi, puppy. She's doing yoga. Hi. What are you doing? Doing yoga? Hi. You're so cute. So that's what I've done. That's what I've done so far. But I was watching a video from Things by Anna, and it was her first vlog for this camp, where she was kind of preparing for camp, and she was talking about how she outlines, and she takes this beat sheet and she basically puts visuals and aesthetics to each plot point. And I kind of sat there for a moment and I was like, what? I had to tell her that. I was like, I do that when I'm working with the characters and overall brainstorming the book or series. I do visuals and just sensory images and overall aesthetics, things that I want to include in the book, I think, and things that remind me of the characters. But I had never thought to include that in the outlining process in any way. And I've always struggled with looking at a beat sheet and shoving my idea of a story into the beat sheet. so I thought about that, and I was like, I'm gonna have to try that, because in my head right now for this novella I have a sort of plan, because you know it's supposed to be short, and I have a basic idea of what I want to happen. So I was thinking it should be fairly simple to plan, and you know this is like one of the first things I'm planning before I write it. And I thought this should be so interesting to try to apply this like visuals and aesthetics for each like beat point. And I'm still going to do like the few like sentences that let me know like what's actually going on plot wise, but I think I'm going to try this like a method, and I'm going to link things by Anna's video down below so you can check out where she talks about that and her process. So please do so and check out her other videos. So I'm going to try that and see how outlining that goes for me, because I tried to do that a while ago and I kind of got a little stuck, but that's because outlining before I write, before I know anything about the characters or the world, is really tough for me. Like, it's like I just get stuck because I don't know anything. I don't know everything. So how could I possibly outline from beginning to end? You know? I don't know. So I supposedly I'm supposed to be creating some kind of writing plan for this month. My plan is to work on the novella, and then when I have time to work on my other whip as well. So I'll show you what I have for the Camp Nano website. I believe I put my goal as 25,000 words, just to see, because I'm working on the novella. I don't know how long it'll be, and then working on my regular sidekick whip, and that always takes up a chunk of word count. So here's my project info, and I put them both in there just because, you know. So yes, this is the soul mark whip. So all I put was something simple. A boy whose soul is marked by a wannabe god and a non-binary pal with an angel soul set on saving him. Demon hauntings, half possessions, and the introduction of a dangerous magic. That's really all I can describe this first thing, especially because, as I said, like, I think it's going to be pretty short, so yeah. And then you love my psychics one, but I'm just like, it's a monstrosity, someone save me. A bunch of tired and sad teens deal with shitty psychic powers and hunting demons, one of which may actually be a god in hiding. Do you see a theme there? Yeah. And then I was wondering if I might do a sequel novella with magic and stuff, a sequel novella to the Soulmark one, because this one introduces some concepts that I kind of want to keep running with, you know, if it ends the way I think it's going to end. So yeah, I'm going to try outlining as much as I can today, and then maybe put some kind of story plan, writing plan into my tracker. Who knows? We'll see how this goes. Okay, so I did narrow down the beat sheet to 7 chapters, because there's like, I don't know, 8 beats. What did I actually do? I did 1, 2, got it. And the fans blowing my papers away. So 1, 2, 3. Well, what I did, I wrote out the fan is blowing my papers away. The beat sheet points first. So like opening scene and setup, then the inciting incident, and plot point 1, the first culmination, darkest moments, plot point 2, climax and final culmination, and the denouement, which I think I might have mix some of those around for my own purposes. I'm not sure. I've never been one for beat sheets or following beat sheets because it's literally difficult for me to look at a beat sheet and go, yes, this is where that scene fits in. Yes, this scene of mine is specifically plot point 1. Yes, this is the first culmination. But here, when I sat down, I was like, well, if I literally just go chapter by chapter, basically, it sort of works. So that's what I did. And I started out and I just did some visuals, some imagery, like in a paragraph, and then the next paragraph I did kind of just some plot like stuff, like maybe the actual scene or scenes that would be happening. And that's working out really well for me, for someone who does not like the outline. This is working out really well. And I know when I go to draft, this is going to be very, very flexible and open to change because that's how I draft. I don't exactly follow my outlines, so this is just to get a feel for my story, like, because who knows? I figure out a lot of it while I'm drafting. This just helps me get an idea to start it. So once I had all of the sheets done, I went along the side and wrote chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, chapter 4, chapter 5. That's what I did to figure out exactly how many chapters it was, because it didn't exactly line up with the beats. Like sometimes one chapter maybe had 2 beats in it, and that works for me right now. We'll see when I actually go to write it how it works out. But so far, this is what I've done, and I feel like that's good progress. This is something I would normally have done before camp, in preparation so that I could start fresh on day 1 and actually start writing, but that's okay. That's okay. I'm okay with that. Tomorrow, I will probably focus a little bit more on this, maybe flesh out the outline a little bit more, look at maybe the sequel-ish things that are happening up here in my mind, because where I left it, I was like, that's a pretty rough place to leave it off, like, just chop it up right there. I was like, alright, that's kind of a cliffhanger, but okay. It's not really, but kind of. So I want to see like where the story would be going if I actually were to focus on it. So this first week might be me, bathroom light, might be me like figuring out the outline and where the story is going, you know, and just trying to do something. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'll start writing tomorrow, maybe I'll start writing the next day. I'm not that worried about it. But because it is day 1, it's Sunday, normally I would be doing weekly vlogs on Sundays, but I know I'm going to be gone the second half of July, and I'm not going to be able to post videos exactly when I want to, because the internet access at my grandma's house is not great. So for right now, I might be posting vlogs maybe every few days, like every 3 days, every 4 days, just to try to keep up. And then when it comes down to like the middle of the month, the last few weeks, it'll get a little hairy for when I'm actually updating, and I'll probably just do daily updates on Twitter or Instagram. So if you guys follow me there, that's where I'll be active, because who knows when the YouTube videos will actually be up, because I will be gone primarily from the end of July through the middle of August. So even the beginning of August, I don't know what kind of videos or how I will be doing videos. So it's all up in the air. It's all up in the air. Unless I'm able to like get some videos pre-filmed for you guys, so you guys have something. They might not be vlogs, just because those are in the moment, but I want to get something for you guys so that you're not just gone like an entire month without videos. I'll try to figure something out. Alright, this is it for now. I've done a few things. I've done Spotify, I've installed Scrivener, I've done the outline mostly. Please go check out Things by Anna's video, by the way. I'm sure she's doing some more camp videos, so please go follow her channel and check her out. She's got some interesting ideas. I liked her outlining method. It actually was working for me for once, and I don't particularly like to outline, so I'm gonna call it a day here, and hopefully tomorrow I will be feeling better so that I can actually get some work done. Okay, bye.